What else? Oh yeah, the patch itself, as you guys can see right there. Here, let me. So the patch right there, as you can see, it's not painted. You know, it's still in the default color as the cast was. So for the detail, you're basically gonna paint over that or pigment it. You know. So yeah, make sure you guys, if you guys are doing this, now for me, especially for me, don't like pigment everything brown. You know, so it's pretty much boring. So make sure you guys mix up your colors a bit. You know, so. And oh yeah, as you guys can see, I didn't paint or pigment the actual eyes, and the reason why is because I'm actually gonna cut that out. So this part is not gonna be included, so you guys don't have to worry or anything. So what else? So that's basically it. You know, I'm about to do the detail layer of the painting or that mask. So once again, for this one, you know, when you guys are using detail, make sure you guys use something sharp, like a toothpick, you know. Oh, yeah, and also, for tips about making the shading and stuff, what you guys basically doing is, once again, mixing a darker pigment, you know, and using like a cotton bud, and dipping that cotton bud into some silicone pigment, and then what you're basically gonna do is you're basically gonna concentrate on stuff that's, you know, like deep, like around, like right here. See how it like caves in a bit. So you're basically gonna concentrate on that, and then apply some dark pigment right there. Now you're basically gonna color it in, and once it's colored in, you guys are gonna move it, you know, away. And what that basically does is you're basically, you know, making it so that it has like a fadeaway effect. So, like right here. You know, like the deep grooves and stuff. Make sure you guys pigment that to make it look interesting. So that's basically it. You know, just basically using cotton buds. You know, and you guys don't have to use cotton buds. You know, you guys can use cotton maybe. You guys can use your pinky or your other fingers. So that's basically shading. So now we're gonna concentrate on the detail coat and detail layer. Now think of the detail layer as life, you know, like I don't know if you guys remember, like in the sculpting stuff and the naming your mask. Naming your mask gives the soul, and sculpting it gives it the physical appearance. Now painting it, especially, you know, pigmenting the details and stuff, basically painting is adding life into your mask itself, you know. Like if you guys don't pigment it, like for example that, you know, it's boring, you know. So make sure you guys color it or pigment it, you know, any way you can, you know. Try to mix up the colors and stuff, you know, mix some lighter colors, some darker colors, and so yeah, so that's it basically. So remember, the detail or the whole painting step is basically giving life to your mask. You know, think about it as like a. So I'm almost at the brink of finishing this, and this tutorial video is almost done. Thank God. So yeah, detail layer is up next, and I'll show you guys what it looks like after it's completely finished. Alright guys, I just finished the detail layer of this full head silicone mask, and as you can see, it looks pretty cool. You know, I actually thought that the paint job was gonna suck, you know, cause all it will contain is, you know, brown, dark brown, light brown, all that stuff. But I was wrong, you know. So yeah, this is what it looks like after everything is done. Now, when it comes to pigmenting, no, first off, the techniques that I just taught you guys about, you know, silicone pigmenting, you guys can also do that in latex painting, you know. But I suggest you guys use like a latex glove for latex painting. Now, when you guys want to do the smears, you know, kind of like that. When you guys want to do the smears for latex painting, put like a drop on a drop of latex, color it on your finger with the latex glove on, and just start smearing it, you know. So in theory, it should make like a fading away kind of thing. So yeah, the details that you guys see here, I used a con buds and toothpicks. And yes, I mean I said toothpicks. Now, toothpicks, a technique you guys can do is that, as you guys can see right there, see how like the this whole entire line is like, you know, flooded with black pigment. And the reason how I did that is basically, you know, you just take a toothpick, dip it in some colored, you know, silicone pigment, and apply it in the actual, you know, in the actual line itself. Now, when it does that, see how, you know, like the surrounding is a bit clear, you know, it has no black in it. What I basically did was, you know, I used like a fresh, clean finger and, you know, swiped it away. And, you know, when you do that, the black pigment basically just forces itself to go into the hole, and when you're wiping it, you're just basically wiping out the excess. So that's basically how that works, you know. So I used con buds like right here, you know, in the teeth. I used my fingers right here to make that fading away effect, you know. And I added, you know, like black outlining in the eye to make it look more creepy and stuff. Now for the rope itself, you know, I used con buds, and for the line I used toothpicks, you know. And as you can see, I add some, you know, black right here to make it look, you know, multicolored, not just one colored. What else? Oh yeah, this part, like the actual patch itself, I used con buds and along with my fingers, you know. So yeah, use the different techniques I taught you guys, you know. Once again, don't use paintbrushes when you're using silicone, you know, because it can ruin it. So yeah, that's basically it for painting. And oh yeah, also, forgot to tell you guys, I'm actually gonna use an X-Acto knife and cut out the eye holes and also the nose holes. And for the eye holes, I'm gonna use see-through black fabric, you know. So yeah, that's basically it. So this is main step number 5, which is painting, and next step is step 6, which is the last and final step. Now that step 6 is, you know, enjoy. And I think you guys already know what I do to enjoy these masks, you know. So I make, you know, finished product videos, overview videos. I take pictures of them, you know. So I don't really have to do that. I don't really have to show you guys step 6 since, you know, since it's already in my videos on YouTube. So yeah, this is what it looks like, and I'm quite proud of it. It looks pretty badass, you know. So yeah, make sure you guys use the techniques that I taught you guys, and make sure you guys vary the tools that you use, you know, con buds, con balls, toothpicks, you know, fingers. So yeah, that's basically it for painting. Alright guys, I draw this whole how to make a mask tutorial video to an end. So yeah, now first and foremost, I'd like to apologize to you guys because I made this whole tutorial video thing too long. But if you guys think about it, you know, each part has its own specialty and amount of information, you know. So I hope I educated you guys. I hope you guys, you know, learned a thing or two about mask making, and, you know, hope I didn't bore you guys out. So yeah, and also don't forget to check out the description, and there's some important links there, you know. You guys might want to check that out. You know, I listed the sites there where you guys can get your mask making materials. And first off, I'd like to thank